Matthews. The other guard is from North Carolina, 6'6", number 23, Michael Jordan. The center is from DePaul, 6'11", number 40, Dave Corzine. And forward from Notre Dame, 6'9", number 0, Orlando Woolridge. And at the other forward from Oregon State, 6'10.5", number 32, Steve Johnson. Trainer of the Bulls, Mark Feil. Assistant coaches Bill Blair and Fred Carter. Head coach Kevin Lockery. And now introducing the world champion Boston Celtics. At guard from Pepperdine, 6'4", number 3, Dennis Johnson. The other guard is from Brigham Young, 6'5", number 44, Danny Ainge. The center is from Centenary, 7'1.5", number 00, Robert Parrish. And forward from Minnesota, 6'10", number 32, Kevin McHale.
Casey Jones, one of the great backcourt men in the history of the game, now coach of the ball club. The officials are Blaine Richard and play Hugh Hollins. Hollins with his back to us. He wears number 42. Kevin Lockery. I remember when he played for St. John's. He wasn't great.
You go way back, huh?
I go back long before Kevin.
Well, we got some good matchups here tonight. Of course, the Bulls have lost 3 straight games, 10 in a row on the road. They're 1-6 in February. They trailed this series 3-1. So they've got something to do tonight. They've got a purpose, breaking a couple of streaks. Woolridge just coming back from an injury, starting to play a little bit better. Of course, everybody in Chicago knows that Michael Jordan has struggled of late. I guess even though you're one of the best to ever come out of college, you still have those down periods where you mentally just can't get into the ball game.
Well, you don't play 72 games a season at college and then go into another postseason competition. Set for the opening tap.
Parrish, a surprise starter tonight. They didn't think he was going to start. He has a sprained ankle.
That's Dennis Johnson, number 3, with the ball. And Danny Ainge, number 44. As the Bird shooting.
Larry's coming off a 40-point night in Denver. Looks like he's picking right up where he left off.
Matthews brings it in. He's guarded by Ainge.
Matthews started the last 24 ball games since Watley missed a practice.
Jordan guarded by Johnson. Corzine with room.
Well, Dave can hit that shot. If he's wide open, he'll take that 15-footer consistently.
It's all tied at 2. 45 seconds gone in the first quarter. Parrish has position. Corzine with the rebound.
KC probably wanted to see if Parrish can operate right away to see how long he's going to play him.
Jordan goes down underneath now, and now he comes out to the pass.
Shuffle offense for the Bulls.
Corzine again.
Hey, use it till it doesn't work anymore. That's the motto. Good play, a little shuffle offense, a little new look from the Chicago Bulls.
And the Bulls lead 4-2. Pushing foul against Johnson of the Bulls. There were 2 Johnsons out there, of course. And that's the Johnson who committed the foul.
Of course, we all know how good McHale is. He's averaging 17.9 a game.
Parrish underneath. It's all tied at 4. A minute and a half gone in the first quarter.
He went down. Remember now, he's got a bad ankle. That may have hurt him a little bit. We'll see next time down the floor when he has to run all out.
Matthews guarded by Ainge. Corzine again, the other side.
Good position by Steve Johnson on the boards. Kevin McHale being one of the best rebounders around. 8.2, and that's sixth man for the Celtics. Johnson, nice job on the rebound.
That's the first foul of the ball game. Here's Matthews. Over to Jordan again. Nice steal by Johnson. Oh, that was pretty. Quick hand. Danny Ainge with it. There's the Bird. Parrish with the rebound.
Well, the ankle didn't look too bad there. Parrish on a nice offensive rebound. He's averaging 10.3 rebounds a game. 20-second timeout. It's unusual for Kevin to use it this early in the half. However, he knows there's an automatic timeout at 6:59, so he didn't want to use up one of his regular timeouts at this point. The Bulls giving us a new look. Marty, right off the bat, it looks like a 1-4 offense with a lot of shuffle cuts in it. Maybe they worked on it since the All-Star break. Kevin wants to put a little new look in. You know, everybody gets a long time to scout one another, and you get to doing the same things over and over again, and everybody knows what they're doing.
What's a shuffle cut?
Shuffle cut is an offense that was designed by a coach at Auburn University, believe it or not, where I went a long time ago, and it's simply evolving everybody on the floor and setting down screens and cross screens, and really nobody's a guard, nobody's a forward. You're just completely moving all throughout the floor.
Thank you. Corzine in the backcourt, as you see. What's he doing back there? The shuffle cut.
That's right. 3 seconds, yeah.
3-second violation.
Of course, everybody thought Michael was going to shoot, so the big people positioned themselves for a rebound. Michael didn't. 3-second call.
Boston leads 6-4. 9:25 to go in the first quarter. McHale down low. Rebounded Johnson. No fast break. Matthews shoots. McHale with the rebound. Here come the Celts. 3-on-3. Johnson shooting. Rebound of Woolridge. And they come the other way.
Kevin Lockery from the sideline holds them up, wants them to get something organized, get a half-court play. Looks like Orlando's going to post up.
There it is. There was a whistle. The basket counts, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line and shoot one. Ball game is tied at 6.
Good move by Kevin Lockery. He saw that Orlando Woolridge, who is coming off a 30-night point night the other night, wanted to get him involved in the offense, wanted to get him moving in and out, and he got Orlando off the snide, chance for a three-pointer.
He's got it. 7-6 Chicago. Boston with the ball. That's McHale.
Now McHale, one of the best post-up players in the league, wanted to foul from Hugh Hollins. They got a nice discussion going now.
8-7 Boston. 8:25 to go in this first quarter.
Kevin and Hugh still talking.
Johnson with it. There's Matthews' shot.
Good. You know, Hugh Hollins was so involved with McHale that he did not even see Bird kick that last pass. Should have been Bulls ball out on the side.
9-8. Chicago Bulls lead.
Good
McHale
move.
underneath.
Great move. Got a triangle. He had Johnson fronting when Ainge was trying to throw the ball in. McHale held Johnson off. The ball was moved to the top to Dennis Johnson, and McHale had a wide open layup.
Here's Jordan.
Oh.
Basket counts, and he was fouled in the continuous act of shooting.
He's so quick and so adept in there. Everybody in the stadium thought he walked. Let's take a look at it. Michael off the snide now. A one-on-one move. They thought he walked. Pivot foot was his left. It was down. Great move by Jordan.
If I was blowing the whistle, I'd have blown it for a walk.
That's why you're here.
I don't wear a striped shirt any longer. 10-12. The Bulls lead. Boston with the ball. Ainge shooting. It's all tied at a dozen apiece.
That's one of the things that Danny Ainge gives this Boston club they did not have last year. That's that consistent outside shooting.
Corzine with the shot. Johnson rebounding. Missed an easy one.
I think he went up on a rebound thinking he was going to get fouled. Nothing there, too hard.
Parrish underneath. Nice pass that time by Johnson on the outside.
Beautiful pass by Dennis Johnson. Let's look at it. Caught Dave Corzine with his back to Robert Parrish. You see it there. Too late for Dave. Parrish has position. There's the foul.
Parrish on the line to shoot a pair. He played at Centenary, was graduated in '76.
Robert, a 73% free throw shooter. Leads the club with a 54% field goal percentage.
We'll have to talk about that a bit later on. Percentage shooting. He makes the pair, of course. 14-12, Boston leads. Parrish now has 6 points.
Orlando dribbles off the foot there.
He missed it. And McHale with the rebound.
They're letting him bang and bruise tonight. This could be a rough one. Hang in there.
14-12 Boston. Parrish shooting. Parrish has 8 points.
Not too many effects from that supposed sprained ankle in Los Angeles on Sunday. Good move by Robert Parrish.
He has 8 of the Celtics' 16 points. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Boston leading by 4, 16-12.
Walk.
Travel violation. No basket. No basket.
With 6:25 to go in the first quarter, it's Boston 16, Chicago 12. We'll be back.
Boston 16, Chicago Bulls 12. 6:20 remains in this first quarter.
Boston 7 for 11 from the field. The Bulls 5 for 12.
Danny Ainge back there. There's Bird with it. Nice pass underneath. McHale missed it.
Blocked by the rim. McHale too far under. I don't think he knew where he was. Good pass from Bird. Shot blocked to the rim.
Matthews moving on the outside. Ainge guarding him. Deep underneath. Johnson. Fall away jumper. Fails to fall.
Good defense by McHale. He's got those long arms. He can stay on the floor and still block your shot.
Plenty of room for Ainge.
Great patience by Ainge. Had Matthews running at him, just let him go by. That's what happens when you become a veteran. You get more patient.
Boston leads by 6. The Celtics 18. The Bulls 12. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Jordan with it. Corzine driving. Nice shot, nice play.
Good move by Dave. Dave has started the last 21 games, and he's done a great job. He's really filled in very well for Caldwell Jones, who's just coming off.
Johnson has room. 20-14. You just can't slough off on these outside shooters like Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge. Matthews bringing it in. Ainge picking him up. Shot by Jordan. Parrish with the rebound.
Good defense by Dennis Johnson on that play. He's staying up very well with Michael Jordan. Uh-oh.
That steal by Jordan. It's 3-on-2. Woolridge blew it, but there's a whistle on the play.
I don't know if he exactly blew it. Had Parrish in there to interfere, and Bird too. Orlando wanted to foul. Let's take a look at it. The burglar, Michael Jordan, leads the team in steals as well as everything but field goal percentage. Makes the steal all the way down. Wanted to take it, I think. Got it to Orlando. Parrish right there. A very good shot blocker. Couldn't get it up. Now we're back to live play.
Rebound by Corzine. Another rebound to Corzine. He's dominating that offensive board, Corzine is.
I think right now Robert Parrish is bothered a little bit in the rebounding sense and defensively with his ankle, which is where you would suspect it. But offensively, he seems to be moving very well.
McHale again. Nice head fake. Oh, he blew another one. That's 2 relatively easy shots he missed.
Oh, nice knee by Matthews. Dave Corzine on the trail. Good look by Matthews. Boston by 2.
20-18 the score. And time is called.
Timeout Boston. We'll be back after this. Yes, basketball fans, it's another concert after a Chicago Bulls game. Friday, March 1st, 7:30 p.m. The New York Knicks first, the Four Tops second. And for those of you who did not join us on top, unfortunately, Milo Hamilton and Arnie Harris are fogged in like the rest of Chicago. Marty Glickman doing the play-by-play.
No need to identify that last one. That was Larry Bird hitting. Bird now has 4 points.
Larry has not fared well against the Bulls. He's only averaging like 17 points a game.
It drops.
Good power move by Orlando on Larry Bird.
Ainge guarded by Matthews and Johnson. That's Bird. Way out. 3-pointer.
They'll ask him after the game if that was a banker. I don't think so. You see a slight smile on his face.
It still counts, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, but he won't tell anybody either. It wasn't intentional.
Saved in the corner.
Good pass by Jordan. Orlando just couldn't find it. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Johnson lays it in.
Nice move by Johnson. Spin move. Faked the hook to his right. Spun back left.
That was his first bucket. 25-22. Johnson misses. Bird lays it up.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Larry Bird right there on the miscue by the Bulls.
How come he was there, though? Right underneath the boards. Inside of his defensive player. All he did was bank it in. Over his head backwards. Danny Ainge with it. Rebound by Dennis Johnson. And a pushing foul.
I'll tell you what, right now, Dennis Johnson is really playing Michael Jordan right out of the game. And as I mentioned it, Quentin Daly comes in for Jordan. Dennis Johnson just doing a fine job on him defensively and also making Michael work on defense so he's too tired to play offense.
That's Bird again with it. Intercepted by Ainge.
Well, that's a very bad pass. There wasn't no chance.
Parrish underneath.
Parrish on a bunny.
He's got 10 points. 29-22. The Celtics lead by 7. Their biggest bulge was 8 when they led 20-12.
Quentin Daly playing a lot better of late. Field goal percentage a lot better.
Daly missing.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Interception. As Matthews.
That's a good call. You rarely see that called in open court anymore. Let's look at it. I think right here Dennis Johnson guessed which way Matthews was going. Nice defense by Johnson.
Ainge and Johnson in the backcourt. Up front for the Celtics. Kite has just come into the ball game, number 50. Replacing Parrish. Parrish getting a breather after missing a couple of ball games because of that bad ankle. As Bird. He makes them up as he goes along.
Not much to say about that one.
That's called ad-libbing.
Yeah, and he's one of the best at doing it. I still think he's got a computer mind when it comes to basketball. He knows what's going to happen.
He's got 11 points thus far, and the Celtics lead by 9. Woolridge with the driving right-hander, and there's a foul call.
Steve Johnson on the push-off.
39 seconds remain in this first quarter. The score, Celtics 31, Chicago Bulls 22.
Boston now in the bonus. McHale will go to the line to shoot one in the penalty. Kevin McHale, an 83% free throw shooter. Cedric Maxwell of Boston, Mr. Garbage, does it all. Had arthroscopic surgery today on his knee. He'll be out about 3 weeks. And therefore, Kite, Cedric's been out 2 or 3 games already. Kite has got a lot of playing time. He played 27 minutes versus Denver the other night.
Sidney Green has come into the lineup now for the Bulls, replacing Johnson. McHale shooting. Kevin unhappy with that last shot.
I think he's not happy with those 2 bunnies he missed, too.
A 10-point bulge. 5 for McHale. Boston 32, Chicago 22. 33 seconds to go in the quarter, the first. Matthews on the outside. Ainge guarding him. As Corzine, fall-away jumper is good, and he was fouled.
Well, Kevin Lockery, again, using a savvy as a player, knows Kite just came into the game. Little Larry, he's a second-year man out of BYU, went right at him right away. Corzine a little hot anyway, hits the fadeaway. Now he's going to the line to shoot for the three-point play.
32-25. Boston by 7. 20 seconds to go in this first quarter.
No shot clock, so they might run it down all the way. Little
10 seconds to go. They're playing for the last shot now.
They cleared out a side.
Johnson misses. 2 seconds.
Oh,
Watch it go.
I think Kite fouled Sidney Green from behind, but no matter, no call. Boston 32, Chicago 25 after 1 quarter. We're back at Hartford Civic Arena. It's Boston 32, Chicago 25. Beginning of the second quarter, and basketball fans, even though this is a pro game, your True Value hardware dealer wants to send you and a friend to the NCAA Finals, March 30th through April 1st, 1985. Airfare, hotel, meals included, one drawing for 2 people. Put your name and address and telephone number on a postcard and send it to True Value, NCAA P.O. Box 6868, Chicago, Illinois 60680. Your postcard must be received by March 23rd, 1985. Employees of True Value, WGN TV, and their families are not eligible.
That's John Meingill speaking, and this is not Milo Hamilton. He was fogged in with Arnie Harris. My name is Marty Glickman, and we're broadcasting along with John here at the Hartford Civic Center. Bulls ball, as you see. They trail 32-25, start of the second quarter. Woolridge laying it up and scoring.
Nice one-on-one move. They cleared the left side of the floor for Orlando. He took Larry Bird one-on-one. Michael Jordan back into the game.
Lead pass to Parrish. Here come the Bulls. Fast breaking. 3-on-3, however. Kicking violation. Kite kicked the ball, and it's a pushing foul as well.
Sid Green did a nice thing there. He got the ball. He had the ball at midcourt, got it to Michael Jordan in the middle, who could make the play either way. Big guys want to get that ball to that guard.
Daly with it, number 44. Jordan. Interception by Bird.
He's everywhere.
Bird with a three-pointer. Heck, he's only 1 for 2 thus far tonight from outside.
Well, he's got a green light tonight. Woo.
The Celtics lead 32-27. 10 minutes, 55 seconds remain in the first half. From outside, Corzine again. He made the first 2 this evening.
Out of bounds. The refs didn't see it.
And Kite with the rebound.
You know, we're not calling that many fouls tonight.
Bird underneath and deep. Oh, he protected that ball. As you notice, he protected it with his body and laid it in left-handed as he banked it through. 34-27. Boston leads. 10:20 to go in the half. Out of the corner.
Over to backboard. Boston ball out on the side. Sid Green, you know, had his first NBA start against the Pistons right after the All-Star break. At 16 points, 15 rebounds. Haven't seen much of him lately, but he's in there tonight early.
Danny Ainge bringing it up. He and Johnson have played the backcourt throughout thus far. Bird with it.
Well, Larry must have made his mind up to fire it tonight. He's taking shots from everywhere.
And he's on the rim with every shot. That is, those that don't find nothing but cord. There's Jordan. And Daly. He hits it.
Like we said, Quentin shooting a little bit better. David Greenwood, after a long bout with tendonitis in his Achilles, is starting to get his wind back and play a little better too. He's in the game.
That's Danny Ainge hitting from outside. Just a 2-pointer.
Ainge a 54% field goal shooter. Pretty darn good for a guard.
Here's Jordan driving.
Oh, did he hang?
it from the left side. There's Bird.
Light him up. Boston 38, Chicago 31. Look out now.
John, did they fire that way when you played ball?
Oh, sure. This thing to win is often.
There's Daly driving.
Nice move. Nice kiss off the glass by Daly. 2 in a row for Quentin.
38-33. Boston leads by 5. 8:45 to go in the half.
Boston playing a little
Again, Bird.
Boston playing a little more one-on-one tonight. Larry Bird has made his mind up that he is going to do it tonight. He's firing them up.
He's got 17. I had 17 in my career. 40-33.
Larry's only shooting 37% from the field against the Bulls, 52 over the year.
Jordan is hit. In the act of shooting, he'll take a pair.
Now, they'll make him take it out on the side, I bet.
I think it was in the act of shooting, I thought.
But he passed the ball. He should not go to the free throw line. Let's take a look at it. Jordan goes up. Now, you can't tell me he's shooting when he passes off to the side here. Watch. Bingo, I'm passing off.
Well, I'm not sure he was. It's okay. I'll give you a whistle. You give me a striped shirt.
Listen, in the NBA, the continuation rule says if you're just thinking about shooting, you go to the line.
Number 32,
McHale comes back in the lineup, replacing Kite. McHale has 5. Kite did not score. Jordan hits it. 40-35. 5-point lead for the Celtics. They've led virtually throughout.
Bulls in a trap defense now. They're going to try to change the Celtics up. They're awful hot.
McHale driving. He's hacked in the act of shooting.
Good one-on-one move by Kevin McHale. Put the fake to the left on Greenwood. Took him strong to the hoop right. There it is, the crossover move. David took the fake, tried to come from behind, got him on the wrist.
Kevin McHale on the line. Probably the best sixth man in basketball.
I know he's the highest paid. In fact, he's one of the top 10 highest paid in the NBA.
41-35. The Celtics by 6 and now by 7. And McHale has a total of 7 points. Danny Ainge ranging all over the floor on defense. Corzine with it. He's played quite a bit outside this evening. There's Greenwood shooting. Traveling violation before the shot. Took those little baby steps.
A little sweet shuffle there. Boston going all the way with Ainge and Johnson so far.
The Celtics 42. The Bulls 35. 7:45 remains in the first half. There's Bird with it again. Charging, called against Bird.
Yeah, uncharacteristically, Larry Bird seems to be forcing not only a shot, but on that play going to the hoop. He seems to be not letting things happen. He must have something to prove here tonight. I don't know. There's a good move by Jordan getting in the way. Larry definitely a charge. Take another look at it from another angle. It's a tough call to make, that charge or block. That one goes to Jordan. Pulls ball out.
And Larry Bird sits down. He gets a breather.
That's Larry's third foul, so Boston may be in a little bit of trouble from that standpoint of view.
One pass too many that time. He had the shot. Failed to take it. There's Green's shot.
I got it.
Scott Wedman has come into the lineup now, replacing Larry Bird. Johnson drives. Pretty ball handling on that last play.
Right, good strong move by Dennis Johnson, who really seems to be in the game tonight. He's doing a fine job on Michael Jordan.
Bulls foul on number 39, Caldwell Jones, his first personal foul.
Fouled on a rebound.
Kevin doesn't like that last call.
Kevin doesn't like too many calls. They don't go his way. Sid Green out of the game now. Orlando Woolridge back in.
Ainge in the corner, that's his spot. McHale has it. And he's fouled in the act of shooting. And Kevin will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, with 6:59 to go in the quarter and a timeout. You see McHale on the move, David Greenwood on the foul. It's Boston 42, Chicago 35.
The first of two. That makes it 43-35. McHale now has 8 points.
Would that be free grills and foul play?
Second one was missed, as you saw. 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this first half. Quentin Daly moving against Danny Ainge. Both wearing number 44. Daly shoots. Dennis Johnson with it. Ainge underneath. McHale lost it.
Good hands by Wedman. You know, when Larry Bird goes out of the game, the Celtics will lose a lot of things because Bird does a lot of intangibles. But let me tell you something. Scott Wedman can fill it up. He was in the top 10 in scoring a long time in this league.
That's one of the nice things about the Boston Celtics squad. They have depth. Timing was off on that alley-oop. Here's a fast break the other way. Ainge with it. Now he slows it down. That's Wedman, number 8. And Johnson, number 3. Daly guarding Johnson here. Jordan, rather, guarding Johnson. Illegal defense is being called.
Now, of all the things the referee's got to watch, I don't know how they watch it. Hugh Howlands calls an illegal defense. So you can play a zone now. You can't play an illegal defense. The second one will be a technical foul.
McHale, Wedman, and McHale.
Good help by Michael Jordan. Nice 2-on-2 play between Wedman and McHale. Jordan comes from the weak side to interfere.
Sitting quite placidly is Casey Jones.
Yeah, he does that. I saw he got thrown out the other night. Come on.
KC was thrown out.
Yeah, in Utah.
Johnson shooting and hitting. Boston has its biggest lead, which is 10 points. They had it earlier, 45-35. 5:38 to go in the half. At halftime, John will be talking with Mr. Basketball, Red Auerbach, at halftime.
Michael Jordan with only 3 points so far tonight.
Woolridge fouled in the act of shooting. He'll take a pair.
Let's take a look at it. Of course, Boston doesn't believe it's a foul. There's one right there, bumped by Wedman. Of course, the continuation rule allows Orlando to shoot. He misses. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Score remains 45-35 Boston.
Woolridge is 79% free throw shooter.
45-36. I think all foul shooters are 50% foul shooters. It's either out or it's in.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. I'm serious. Over the right side, Ainge. There's Wedman's shot. Rebound is pushed in by Parrish.
I don't know. Maybe Greenwood. They'll give it to Parrish. He was the closest. Boston 47, the Bulls 36.
An 11-point lead now. That's the biggest of the night thus far. Woolridge driving. Pretty play.
The Bulls going to a lot of one-on-one moves right now.
McHale saved it. And Parrish elects to join the squad. There he comes and posts up. Johnson with it. Wedman shoots.
Good double screen by Parrish and McHale for Wedman. No go on the shot. Loose ball foul. Bulls ball out in the backcourt.
4 minutes and 34 seconds remain in the half. Boston leads 47 to the Bulls 38.
Made a miscue a while ago. Michael Jordan has 7 points, not 3. Yeah. Orlando was going to tell him he was planted. You must be set on that pick, not moving when the offensive man goes through. See, a lot of times what happens is the offensive man will go through, then the picker will move just a little bit to pick off the defensive man. That's a no-no.
And it was called a moment ago. Parrish way out there. Dennis Johnson in a McHale. And a foul call. Jordan was pushing.
You know, Michael's been getting himself in some foul trouble lately. And, you know, being as important as a player he is to the Bulls, he should not make stupid fouls like that. That was a reaching foul, unnecessary, with McHale posted out that far.
It was the 4th team foul in the quarter, 2nd personal foul for Jordan. Wedman all the way in. He was through there, didn't realize it. Made a tough shot out of it.
Celtics still by 9, missing a few bunnies here tonight.
Woolridge shoots. Rebound to McHale. Here comes Dennis Johnson for the Celts. Wedman with it. Underneath, Ainge with an air ball. He just lost it. Lost control. The other way. 2-on-1. Fast break. Watch them operate. Parrish.
No dunk from Parrish, showing some effects of the sprained ankle. Good split by Danny Ainge. Waited till the right time. You don't want the big men have to dribble. With 3:21 to go in the second quarter, Boston by 11. All right, the Bulls are going to have half-price balcony nights for the next 2 home games.
We're talking to you from the Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut, which is a site of a home game for the Boston Celtics. They play 3 or 4 games here each year. And I'm Marty Glickman, replacing Milo Hamilton, who is fogged in Chicago. And with 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the half, Boston leads 49-38, an 11-point bulge, which is the biggest lead either ball club has had thus far this evening, and Boston has led virtually all the way.
Yeah, one of the things that Boston does is they can really blow you out of a ball game, but if you look at their record, they'll let you back into it too.
Daly with it. Again, guarded by Ainge.
Caldwell Jones.
Traveling violation. Traveling violation that time by Jones. He just came in and he took too many steps. Just 1 step too many. You're allowed less than 2.
Sometimes you can even do more than 2 if you're quick enough. I swear, Nate Archibald traveled every time he got the ball.
Danny Ainge with it. Wedman shoots.
Misses that patent jumper used to hit every time.
Woolridge, number 0. And Jordan shooting.
Why not? Bingo, spring music. That's 9 for Jordan. Boston by 9.
2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the half. Boston ball.
Chicago in a half-court 1-3-1 trap.
Substitution into the lineup. Back in is Johnson, replacing Greenwood. Kite has it. And now Ainge and now Wedman. That's McHale deep. Wedman took it away. Underneath the Kite. McHale lays it in. McHale on the rebound.
Kite wanted to foul. He's got to understand. You got to earn that respect from the referees. Good follow by McHale.
Or you can label that last bucket hustle. Hustle. Chicago.
Long arms, too. McHale's got long arms.
1 minute and 55 seconds to go in the half.
Jordan forces a jump shot. No good.
3-on-2. Ainge down the middle. He lost it. Fast break the other way.
I think they ought to give him shots on that one. I don't know.
I don't think they will. I think it was accidental. Maybe we will have a replay on it, but I thought it was accidental. He cut across, looking to get between the 2 men. Let's watch.
Here's the replay. The problem with this is there's somebody in front of him. If there wasn't anybody in front of him, they would give him 2 shots. It was accidental, but boy, it's tough to have a 2-on-1 and then have to take the ball out of bounds on the side.
Boston 51, an 11-point lead again. And Kevin Loggery is upset about the lack of deliberate foul.
You know, according to the book, the officials are right. There's no doubt about that. The only way he should get a shot according to the rule book is if there's no one in front of him. You know, however, you know, you got to think a little bit out there, and you know, Kevin's just trying to make him think and maybe get the next call.
Jordan shooting. Rebound to Ainge. Carlos Clark is in the lineup now, replacing Dennis Johnson. Clark out of Mississippi, a second-year man.
Can fill it up, too.
Tight with it.
He walked in. He walked.
3-second violation is what they called.
Yeah, I think they called it on someone else because they called it on Clark because he was down there thinking that Kite was going to take the jumper, but Kite changed pivot foots, would have had to walk anyway.
He did. He did change his pivot foot. A little bit too high on that pass for the alley-oop. Carlos Clark, number 40. Ainge has it. Woolridge up court. 3-on-2.
Oh, nice pass. Good hustle by Kite.
Kite is big and strong. 6'11" and 250 pounds. Strong-legged. Deep underneath, Woolridge misses an easy one. The rebound is good.
That was Johnson on the play. Woolridge on the inbounds. Little luck involved there. He missed the first one, no call. Second one's in. He gets a call. Let's look. Here you see it coming off the first miss. Gets his own rebound, which is likely in a case like that. There's the foul. The guy who shoots the ball usually has the best timing when it comes off the rim.
Johnson shooting one. 51-42. Celtics by 9. That's Clark with the interception. Matthews knocked it away. Fast break. 3-on-2. Woolridge. Oh, beautiful stuff. And he hung up there a while.
Of course, Orlando was in the dunk contest.
51-44. Celtics up by 7, and now
22nd timeout. They might as well use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. 33 seconds to go. Boston 51, Chicago 44. You know, that's a smart play. A lot of coaches have been doing that. It used to be that you had to have an injury, Marty. And then everybody started faking injuries. They'd hold their knee or hold their side.
Did they really fake it?
Oh, sure. You know, you'd go over and talk to the coach, and everybody'd crowd around. So finally the league just said, hey, you know, we're going to go and we're going to make it timeout anytime you want it. As you see Orlando on the nice stuff, taking it right to Carlos Clark.
It's good by Johnson.
Of course, the clock stops now. You got to be careful. Bulls have to play some D.
Long one by Clark. And it's short. So there it is, at the end of the first half, with Boston dominating most of the way. Larry Bird, high man, with 17 points. Boston led by as many as 11 points during the course of the first half. And Boston has pretty much controlled the ball game thus far in the first half of play.
You talk about NBA basketball, you think of Red Auerbach. They ran a number up at the Boston Garden, had to make you feel real good. I thought they'd put a cigar on it instead of a number.
Well, you know, a lot of people said that, but I thought it'd be a little bit too much. But I was very pleased. I was very honored. It was one of those things that, you know, it's like getting in the Hall of Fame. You know, it's great.
It is. It is. Retired. Now, that's a bunch of malarkey. No way Red Auerbach will ever retire from this game.
Well, I think you're right. I'm still the president of the team and supposedly a consultant. But I'm pretty active and I know what's going on. But I just, because I live in Washington, I don't want to see all the games like I used to. So I figure instead of going up for 41, I'll go up for about 20. I'll still do some scouting, help make some decisions, you know. So I'm still active.
Help make decisions. You'll make them. Listen, let's talk about the health of the league. We had a great attendance at the All-Star game. TV ratings are up. They've got the salary cap, which seems to have things in control. Is the league on an upswing?
Well, I think so. I really do. I think the best thing that happens for us is when the college teams are good. When the college teams are good and they're competitive, then they bring out these great stars like Michael Jordan, Olajuwon, or this year you got Ewing and a couple others. So that is like giving the NBA a transfusion every year. As soon as things start to get a little bit, you know, complacent, so to speak, all these new stars come in, give them a shot in the arm. Look what Michael Jordan has done around the league. Like right here today, it's a complete sellout. We sell out our own building, but here we are in Hartford, and he did it here too.
Well, you're speaking of Michael Jordan. Why would the NBA owners not get involved in split revenues like some of the other leagues?
Yeah. You know, all of a sudden, Chicago wants split revenue. Where were they all the years when they wouldn't draw? No, you see, it's a very difficult thing because all the teams have different operating expenses. For example, some teams could pay 25% rent, and some teams pay 3% rent. So it's not fair because you just can't do it. And I'd rather, anyway, be master of my own destiny. Now, we have suffered for many, many years with Larry Bird, with Cousy, Russell, and all, that we drew more on the road than we did at home. We never got any of that, and we're not kicking about it because you got to sell your own product in your own town.
You know, I like the NBA. They're kind of innovative. They were the first people really to go to the salary cap, and they went to the drug problem right to the focus of it, and got in bed really with the players and said, hey, look, we've got to do something about this. But you know, being a player, I have got a slight problem with John Lucas coming back into the league. I just don't understand that.
You know, that's a hard thing to talk about, and it's something, as a president of a ball club, you try to avoid because the NBA league makes the rules as far as that. But I want to get back to another important point, the salary cap. Years ago, when we had the ABA and we were fighting, you know, for salary, big salary.
I came out that time.
All of a sudden, everybody started laughing at me. All the baseball guys, they call me in, hey, you dummy, you guys in basketball are stupid, and the football guys are unbelievable. Then all of a sudden, it happened to them. Now they call me up and say, hey, what should I do? I said, take two and hit the right.
Let's talk about the Boston Celtics. Some people say you don't have enough depth, but if you'll look at the statistics, your bench is producing more than your opponent's bench.
Well, that's kind of a little bit fooling around.
Because of Kevin McHale, maybe, right?
McHale. But I'm going to tell you something. If you play every game as a separate entity, and don't worry what people say or what this guy says or this fan says, you play your own pace with your own team, play every game as a separate entity, and let tomorrow take care of itself. Things can happen. You can pick up a ball player or whatever, or some kid will develop. Meanwhile, if you can win with 6 men, or you win with 7 men, win. Worry about tomorrow later. A lot of guys, they say, well, I got to play 10, 12 men. I got to develop these guys because I'll need them down the road. The heck with down the road. Now is when it counts.
What do you have to say about Michael Jordan?
Well, there's very little I can say that hasn't been said. I mean, he's just a superb athlete. But the most important thing of all, with his tremendous ability, he not only reads the court good, but he loves to play.
You can see it in his eyes.
You see it in his eyes. He is happy when he sees a crowd out there and he can perform. He's like Isaiah Thomas. Those two guys are really something.
I think the fans notice that too. Let me ask you one more question. If Red Auerbach hadn't been one of the all-time greats in the NBA, what would he have done?
Well, I think I would have stayed teaching school and coach on a collegiate level.
So it would have always been some form of teaching.
That's right.
And I think we learn from Red every time. Thank you very much for being with us, and we'll be back with second half action after these messages.
Zine, oddly enough, who's starting the second half, scored all 13 of his points in the first quarter.
We started off strong. It looked like they were going right at Robert Parrish in the beginning. Robert with the bad ankle. And when you have a sprained ankle, believe it or not, it's really a lot tougher to play defense than it is offense. You have to get down a little lower. You're supposed to be shuffling kind of. And they went right at Robert Parrish, and I think you might see that early here in the second half.
Here comes Matthews bringing the ball up court. Johnson, Corzine up front, along with Woolridge and Jordan. Jordan with it now. There's Woolridge. Rebound to Parrish.
See, now, it was interesting. They brought Corzine out on the same play to get the same shot. That time, Boston switched. Danny Ainge switched out on him, which caused a mismatch. They didn't get Corzine the ball.
There's Parrish with it. He's patient. McHale battling for it. He saved it.
Uh-oh.
And he threw it away. Backcourt violation.
Good soccer play.
Matthews.
Nice move by West.
Matthews on a pretty play. Wasn't that a backcourt violation we saw a moment ago?
No, Dennis Johnson left the floor in the front court, saved it. There's the ball. There's the ball to Matthews. Dennis Johnson straight up and down. Nice move by Matthews. He forces the contact. Ball rolls in. Good start for the Bulls. Take another look. You're the defensive player. What do you do? Pray, I guess.
On the line, Matthews shoots and hits a three-point play, 53-49. And though the Celtics led throughout the first half, their lead now is cut to as small as it's been during the course of the second quarter. It's only 4 points. They led by as many as 11 in the second quarter.
Good start for the Bulls. They needed that coming off. They didn't need to have Larry Bird bombing away.
Like that, you mean?
Yeah, they need it like that. They don't need it like he did in the first half.
Foul called on it, last rebound.
Matthews on the reach on Danny Ainge. Tried to pick his pocket. Got called for the foul. That's the first foul here in the second half on the Bulls.
And second personal foul. Celtics ball. They lead by 4. Opening minutes of the third quarter. Ainge shoots 3.
And it's there. Danny Ainge 4 for 8 in the first half. Starts off with a three-pointer. 56-49 Boston.
Jordan with it. And Corzine.
They get a mismatch
Jordan
now.
shooting. And Bird takes it off. Here's Dennis Johnson with it. Ainge in the corner. McHale. Turn shot.
Good recovery by Steve Johnson. Tried to jaw the charging foul. Got back up, got the rebound. Now, last time down the floor, Jordan had a mismatch. He had Johnson on Corzine down low. Didn't get him the ball. He's got to do that.
There's Matthews' shot. Two-pointer. 56-51 the score. 5-point differential. Boston in front. 9:50 to go in this third quarter. Johnson with it. And Bird. Underneath the Parrish.
Again, they set up the triangle. Corzine fronting Parrish when Ainge had the ball. Went to Bird real quick. Pass low because Parrish had Corzine on his back. Good move by Parrish.
And a perfect pass by Bird. 58-51. Boston by 7. Corzine with it. There's Matthews shooting. Rebound to Bird. Up to Ainge. Great play. Beautiful play.
Perfect pass. Hugh Hollins almost got in the way. Let's look at it. Larry Bird can only play forward. He might be able to play quarterback. Good pass. Woo. Nice play by Ainge, too, on the bank shot.
Shot missed by Jordan. Here comes Boston again.
Nice muscling there between McHale and Steve Johnson.
McHale lays it in.
McHale wins with 8:39 to go in the third quarter. Boston 62, Chicago 51. Celtics ball.
That's the third personal on Steve Johnson. Danny Ainge brings it in, guarded by Matthews. McHale is deep again. McHale once more on Johnson. Matthews brings it in. Woolridge lays it up. Pretty shot.
I like that kind of play. Bulls didn't have the fast break. Boston a little slow getting back everybody on defense. They got the ball. Quick one-on-one move by Woolridge. That's good secondary fast break.
Boston 62. The Bulls 53. 7:45 to go in the third quarter. Ainge with it. And now Johnson. And now Bird. You know, when he throws them up, it doesn't look as though he can miss. When he misses, it's surprising. 64-53. Boston by 11. Corzine deep. Foul committed. Bob Parrish all over Corzine.
Of course, the Bulls want it on Bird. Everybody's pointing at Larry Bird. Caught Parrish a little asleep here. Matthews on the lob. Parrish with his head looking to the side. Ooh, could have been on Larry Bird. Parrish on the push. Corzine the line to shoot 2.
Fearsome looking, isn't it?
Of course, David, for a big guy, pretty good free throw percentage shooter, 73 from the line.
50% shooter.
Okay, we won't go over that again.
See, he's a 50% shooter.
That time he was. 64-54, Bulls down by 10. Bulls in some half-court zone pressure.
Bird for three.
Oh, it's blowout time. The Bulls got to be very careful. Boston impresses me and has always impressed me with their third quarter intensity. A lot of teams will lag in the third. Boston comes out smoking.
Jordan deep. Nice shot by Jordan. Talk about hang time. He hung a couple of seconds before letting it go. 67-56. The biggest lead was a moment ago at 13 points.
They're going to call a foul on Matthews. He's not happy.
Third personal.
Nobody likes Hugh Hollins tonight. Everybody's hollering. There's Ainge. There's Matthews, the quick hands. Got him with the leg. Boston calling a 20-second timeout.
That last one, of course, was Bird's last three-pointer.
Here's the only salvage for the Bulls in the first half. Orlando's had a couple strong moves. Nice little cute flip shot there as he made a one-on-one move before Boston got back on defense.
6 minutes and 43 seconds to go in this third quarter. Boston leads 67-56. An 11-point Bulls, their biggest margin with 13.
5 fouls on the Bulls, 4 on Boston.
Ainge with it. Now Bird has room.
Super job. Nice down screen by Parrish.
Bird now has 24 points.
He pats Robert on the backside saying thank you very much for the good pick. A lot of people don't know what goes into those shots.
Underneath the Corzine. Good defense. Corzine again.
Good tenacity by Corzine. Nice 2-on-2 play between Matthews and Corzine. Bird on the block shot.
Boston sets up once again. Good pass to Parrish. Parrish was not expecting it. He got his hands up in time to save himself getting hit in the face with the ball. Jordan lays it up. He usually makes those.
Well, Michael's getting a lot of hands in there. You got Larry Bird who can leap long arms. McHale got the longest arms I've ever seen, and Parrish, pretty big guy. So when he goes down the middle, the Celtics are really trying to bother him in the paint. They don't want Michael to create things for others.
Gorgeous pass by McHale. Bird lays it up.
Another good pick by Parrish on the play.
Matthews lost it. Danny Ainge and the Boston Celtics will have it.
The Bulls need some help. They need someone to ignite them. Kind of flat right here at the Hartford Civic Arena.
Meanwhile, they're still very much in the ball game, trailing throughout, but they trail by 11.
Watch Johnson and McHale. They are going at it.
Johnson with it now. That's the Celtics, Johnson and Parrish. Johnson has room underneath the Bird. What a shot. What a pass. What a pass.
Good little pick by Danny Ainge. Bird was in the corner. Ainge set a nice little bank pick, sprung Parrish. You're right, a good look from Dennis Johnson.
71-58, 13-point lead again for Boston. Corzine once more.
Yeah, and Jordan created that play. Jordan ran Dennis Johnson off a screen by Corzine. Both guys jumped on Jordan, Corzine all alone.
Corzine has 18. McHale takes it. Basket counts and he was fouled.
There's going to be a technical too. Watch.
And the man who committed the foul was Kevin McHale. Now watch this replay. Just watch McHale. Watch the elbow.
Well, they've been going at it the whole game.
There's the right elbow. There's the left elbow.
Could have been an offensive foul.
Oh, no question about it in my mind.
Could have gone either way. There's Steve Johnson very upset, and you can talk to the officials, but you can't embarrass them.
Steve Johnson's fourth personal foul. Here's McHale on the line.
I thought it was pretty good defense by Johnson on the play. I really did.
There wasn't any question in your mind, was there, about the offensive use of elbows and shoulders?
McHale does that very nicely. And, hey, look, in this game, dog eat dog, you do anything you can get away with.
And he's so angelic looking, too, McHale is.
Yeah.
Take a look at him, angel face. Now turn around, Kevin.
Razor elbows.
McHale at the line.
McHale hits this. It's Boston by 15. Yeah, jinxed him.
See, a 50% shooter again.
That was a 0%. David Greenwood back into the ball game for Steve Johnson.
Boston leads by 14, 74 to 60.
If I was with the Bulls,
Woolridge misses.
I'd do just what he did. I'd go to the hoop. I don't think there's any way the ref's going to call an offensive foul after that last call he made down here on Steve Johnson.
Here come the Bulls. Matthews with it. All the way.
Well, that was an instance where the quick little jitterbug Matthews took it so quickly that nobody could make up their mind. You got to stop that man with the ball on the break. I don't care who you are.
4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Boston leads by 12, 74 to 62. Bird all alone.
Well, what happened then is Orlando's anticipating Bird coming off the Parrish pick, turned his head, Dennis Johnson on a nice pass.
Bird has 28. And there is still 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Jordan with it. There he is. Oh, he tripped. He was tripped on McHale's foot. There's Jordan.
I think he stepped on McHale's foot, maybe.
And McHale is wincing. You see him in the middle in the paint. McHale limping a little bit. And, of course, K.C. Jones talking with Danny Ainge.
Oh, he's going to the basket. Come on. A while ago, Jordan passed the ball, and they gave him 2 shots. Where else was Michael Gordon going but the hoop?
Number 44, Quentin Daly is back in the Bulls lineup, replacing Michael Jordan.
Jordan sits down for a spell. Replacing him, Quentin Daly.
Daly going to get, well.
There's Daly now, number 44. And Corzine with it. Underneath deep. Woolridge. He's hammered underneath.
Looks like McHale again, the culprit. 2 quick fouls on Kevin McHale. Orlando to the line to shoot a pair. Nice slicing move by Orlando. Beat Larry Bird. Larry gets his hand in there, but McHale gets the foul.
A pair for Woolridge. We never had a shot on that one, you know? Never over the rim of the basket. Here's Scott Wedman coming in, replacing Kevin McHale. McHale sitting down. I think he hurt his leg, his left leg.
I think he get hurt every night in this game, but you know, one of the things that Kevin McHale does for the Celtic team, he gives them so much diversity. You know, he's so adept he can almost play small forward. He can play center. He can play big forward. I guess that's why they're paying him so much money.
Here's Bird, of course, number 33.
2-man
Harris
game.
deep.
Sweet 2-man game. Pick and roll. Corzine helps a little, allows Parrish to get good position.
Parrish has 18 now, and the Boston Celtics have a 15-point lead, 78 to 63.
Got to get Quentin Daly hot.
3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this third quarter. Boston has led throughout. Greenwood shoots. Rebound to Bird. Strictly a two-way basketball player, Larry Bird. He stepped on the sideline. Time being called. That was Larry Bird diving for that loose ball that he lost. No matter what his salary, he still dives to the boards whenever the opportunity presents.
2:56 to go in the third quarter. Boston 78, Chicago 63.
17, that's been their biggest lead. Daly trying to pass off. Takes it again.
Boston playing some tenacious defense.
Tough defense. Greenwood lays it up. Greenwood again. Greenwood on a rebound of his own shot.
Good follow, not very pretty.
80-65, Boston by 15 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Larry Bird shoots.
Let's start over. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Ainge shooting. That's ball handling.
Well, that's Boston tradition. They play together. Unselfishness. Let's look at it. Parrish hits Dennis Johnson as he's going to the hoop. He knows Greenwood's coming out to Ainge. Bingo, it's string music.
Here's a third quarter score at the end of 3. The Philadelphia 76ers 82, Detroit 67. Danny Ainge talking with Casey Jones. Matthews shooting. 82-66. Matthews now has 10 points. 82-67, Boston by that substantial 15-point lead.
Bulls in some half-court pressure.
Bird rims it. Wedman with the rebound. Last touched apparently by Corzine.
Scott Wedman did a smart thing there. I really think that was off his hand, but he ran to the ball like it was going to be Boston's ball out, and the ref gave it to him. 2:24 on the clock.
Bird shoots. And Ainge has it. Again, they have 24 seconds.
No, it was an air ball. It was only 7.
Hit the rim, hit the rim. Bird scores. Bird has scored 30 or more points in his last 5 games. He now has 30 points, and there's still the fourth quarter to go.
Just picked up his 4th foul. It was probably time for him to sit anyway. Let's look as Orlando takes him to the hoop. Good help by Danny Ainge there in the middle. Larry Price should have let him go. Let's take another angle at it. You can see how clogged up the middle can get.
Larry Bird sitting down now. There he is, running the end of the bench with 30 points. 4th personal foul called against him.
He may have wanted to come out anyway. You know,
Why?
pick up that 4th foul so I can go sit down.
Oh, I think he likes nothing more than playing basketball.
The other night, Larry Bird had 30 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 9 steals in 3 quarters, and sat out the 4th quarter. Is that some kind of game? Could have been the first quadruple double ever. That's what I heard. I got all these new finagling terms. I call it good basketball.
He is the epitome of the complete basketball player. That's Wedman's shot. Rebound to Corzine. There's Woolridge one-on-one.
Oh,
Hey, gorgeous. Move, what a big step that was. Woolridge driving, and it was a beautiful big step.
are you insinuating that was a travel?
No, not at all. 84-70. Boston by 14. 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Harris shooting.
12 seconds on the clock.
Last shot of the 3rd quarter coming up. 5 seconds. There's Daly. He lost it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ainge scores. With 1 second to go in the quarter.
Of course, now the clock stopped.
Watch this replay now. With 3 seconds to go, the ball was stolen.
You didn't see the steal, but Dennis Johnson, the thief, to Ainge, the lead pass. Boston leads by 16 after 3. Hey, you want to go to the NC?
This is the Boston home game. At the parquet floor of the Boston Garden, we're at the Hartford, Connecticut Civic Center, and the Boston Celtics are leading the Chicago Bulls 86-70. I'm not much one on stats. Did you know that Boston is 36-0 when leading after 3 quarters of play?
Yeah, I bet they're 90-0 when they're leading by 16. Bulls are going to have to try to change that. They need to blister here in the 4th quarter.
Johnson has it. Number 3 rather. There's his shot.
Not a good shot for Dennis Johnson.
He hits. Greenwood hitting from 15 feet to right side. Into the ball game for the first time this evening is Rick Carlisle. He's got the ball now, number 34, Carlisle. Boston leading by 14.
He's a rookie out of Virginia. Doesn't get much playing time. KC5 feels this lead. It's a good time to get him some experience.
Dennis Johnson with it. And he's held. 2 shots coming up as Daly held Johnson.
Well, it's a sellout here tonight. There's no doubt about that. 15-6-85. As you see, Dennis. See, Quinton had him in some trouble. He just should have stayed on his feet, made him take a tough shot. Instead, you bail him out, put him to the line to shoot two.
He's helped coordinate this Boston Ball Club quite a bit, you know. Harris going out, Kevin McHale coming in. Harris, while in there thus far, scored 18 points.
Well, Dennis is a savvy player, and one of the reasons I'm sure Red Auerbach brought him here is that, you know, there seems to be this tenacious rivalry with Philadelphia. He knows he needs someone like Dennis Johnson to clamp down on Andrew Toney. And so he brought Dennis here, and you've seen Dennis do quite a job on Michael Jordan tonight.
Foul committed.
Well, he caught him in an illegal defense. Everybody clamped in the middle. You know, they're really trying to purposely shut Michael off, and the reason for that is obvious. Even if Michael doesn't score, but he creates, you let him get off, the Bulls can be tough. Tonight, they're almost trying to not allow him to have the ball, and when they do, they're keeping him out of the middle. Like right there, you can see it.
There's Daly passing off.
Oh, nice pass. Juwan Oldham into the game. Oldham has not played much of late. Let's look. Daly gets the ball from Jordan. He's open for the jumper. He takes it, Juwan, and Juwan can stuff.
Juwan out of Seattle, 7 feet 2 inches tall, looking to complete a three-point play, and Bird comes back in. Bird has 30 points already. Rebound by Daly, and it's a foul committed by Oldham. Charging on the rebound.
Kevin Lockery probably says, hey, at least he's on the boards. Even though the first half, surprisingly, the Bulls out-rebounded the Celtics 23-18.
Got Dennis Johnson and Carlisle in the backcourt. Up front are Bird, McHale, and Wedman.
Bulls in a trap defense, half court. Green got his hand on the ball. Good hustle by Oldham to try to pick it off his hand. Celtics ball out on the side. 88-74, 10:32 to go in the fourth quarter.
Bird's pass was wide. There's Daly all the way. Shot was partially blocked. And John, you were shaking your head negatively as though perhaps a foul might have been called.
No, not me. I don't referee. Never did when I played, never do now. Bulls ball out underneath the hoop.
Oldham looking, moving. There it is.
Nice fadeaway jumper. Juwan doesn't show us that jumper very often. He's got 4 quick points.
88-76 as the Bulls try to battle back. They trail now by 12. Wedman hits.
I think they better get out of that pressure defense. Boston too smart. The trap is not aggressive enough. They'll pick you apart.
There's Jordan with it. He almost lost it.
And a double teamed again by Dennis Johnson and Scott Webb.
Daly all the way. Nice rebound. No basket. No basket. The ball was interfered with over the rim of the basket. The ball was interfered with by Oldham.
Are you saying that because the ref called it, or are you saying that because you know it?
No,
let's
because
look
the ref...
at it. Here's the play. Nice move. Left hand, no good.
Over the rim of the basket, over the cylinder.
Back
Shot was
alive.
missed by Johnson.
90-76 Boston.
And a foul committed by Dennis Johnson. 2 shots coming up.
One of the few things he's done wrong defensively tonight. Jordan, baseline to baseline, taking the ball to the hoop. Nice stutter step. Takes it in on 3 people, trying to do anything to get off.
Jordan has been pretty much under control, hasn't he, tonight, with only 11 points. I know he's driven and tried and gone to the bucket time and time again. Too many hands up there.
Well, Boston is sucking back into the middle, trying to keep Michael out of there for 2 reasons. One, he's much more productive offensively in there. And 2, if he gets in there and you wait until he gets in there, he'll find the open man. He sees the 4-hole.
Jordan beating Daly. 92-80. 6 points for Daly. Larry Bird with it. 3-pointer. Danny Ainge with the rebound.
He made that whole move knowing exactly where he was on the floor, that once he bounced off Greenwood, he'd be in 3-point range.
the second time Bird has thrown it away in this fourth quarter. Jordan all the way, he's held. That
didn't make any difference. He'll still get it up on the glass. Again, Jordan's second steal in a row. He leads the club in steals. Little knee there. He got an assist there from Oldham on the steal. He'll get credit all the way. Here he goes. Ainge grabs him saying, hey, I can't stop you. Michael still up on the glass.
That's the first one. 92-81, and the Bulls will shortly come into single figures back of the Celtics. They're down by 11, 92-81, 8:15 to go in the game. Danny Ainge bringing it back.
Ainge will face McHale back into the ball game. Oldham got those long arms. Maybe as long as Kevin's, he's going to give him a little trouble down low posting up. As you now see, McHale playing center.
As Bird and McHale.
Nice sweet soft fadeaway by Kevin McHale.
94-81, Boston with 7:48 to go in this game. Well, Jordan all the way. Off the glass, all right. McHale up to Ainge. Fast break, 4-on-3. There's Bird. Bird has 32.
Picture-perfect fast break. Ainge to the open man on the wing. 96-81, Boston.
7 minutes and 45 seconds remain in this game. Green's shot is good. Fall away jumper.
Good post up by Sid Green on Larry Bird.
96-83. That's his first basket tonight. 7:05 to go in the ball game. Boston leads by 13. 96-83.
Oh, off Larry Bird's hand.
Except the official thought it was Greenwood's hand.
He's blocked out. Good move by David Greenwood. It'll be timeout Boston at the Hartford Civic Arena. Boston 96, Chicago 83.
That's Rick Carlisle, number 34, the rookie. And that's Danny Ainge. He's no rookie. Carlisle again. Larry Bird shooting. Fast break at 3-on-1. Daly down the middle. There's Jordan. That's Michael Jordan.
Well, they need something like that. They need something to get them going. They needed that early in the ball game. Boston still by 11 with 6:30 to go.
Ainge with it. And Bird. Carlisle again. Jordan with the rebound. Foul called. Wedman committed the foul. A loose ball foul.
K.C. Jones going to get the chief. Robert Parrish.
And Johnson back in. Dennis Johnson comes in along with Parrish. Carlisle sits down along with Scott Wedman. And there's the starting five for the Celtics out there again. And maybe not. They can get back to their winning ways, leading ways, and scoring ways. Daly with it. Hey, the Bulls are getting hot. 96-87. They're in single numbers now. Single digits back at the Celtics. Only 9 down after trailing by as many as 18. Celtics ball. McHale with it. This next series, very important. Bird, McHale, and there's a whistle, a foul called against Green.
Kevin could get a technical here. Good defense. You know, you have banging all night, and then you get down to 5:52 to go in a game, and you start calling that foul. All you need as a player is consistency.
Bird, McHale has it.
They're going to play tit and tat there.
He lost it. Here come the Bulls again. They're down now by 9.
Tough pass by Michael.
Johnson touched him last for the Celtics, so it's Chicago ball.
Michael playing a little tentative now.
A bucket here will make all the difference. Bulls down by 9. Daly shooting.
Tough shot.
Bad shot.
Bad shot is right.
5:30 to go in the ball game. Celtics have the ball and a 9-point lead. Bird posting up. Now Johnson. There's McHale.
Bingo.
11-point lead, 98-87.
Boston does a super job posting up down low. They've got a lot of big players. Both McHale and Bird, as well as Parrish, post up very well.
Greenwood shoots. It drops, and again, it's single digits, a 9-point lead for the Celtics. Kevin Logry cheerleading on the bench. Ball knocked away. Chicago ball, another opportunity for him.
Give it up, Juwan.
Green lays it in, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Now Boston wanted traveling 3 seconds and everything else. They're not going to get it. The
Check
Bulls
that.
on a run.
Celtics with it.
Michael Jordan dogging Dennis Johnson.
Big bucket coming up here. Johnson was held.
That was a foul.
That's the count. He's calling that a continuing shot.
It was. Michael grabbed him around the waist. If you'll see, Michael dogged him tenaciously all the time. But as Dennis spun, you see the left hand grabbing him? Dennis smart, continues on, gets the roll. That's a tough break for the Bulls.
Johnson shooting one. 101-91. 10-point lead again. From 7 to 10. Big play that time. Foul committed by Dennis Johnson.
Dennis says he got all ball. Jordan to the hoop. He'll shoot a pair. Don't forget the special events coming up. You got Instant Picture Day, Sunday, March 3rd. You got that Old Timers game, Saturday, March 9th at 6:30 p.m.
You mean the old timers of the Chicago Stags?
No. Chicago Bulls.
Oh, the Chicago Stags used to play for Chicago, didn't they, in the NBA? Max Zaslavsky, Andy Phillip, Gene Vance. Don't you remember those fellas?
I don't know if they're coming. But you got a lot of old players joining him, sponsored by American Airlines and the Sheridan International.
101-92. Boston by 9 with 4 minutes and 5 seconds. What a pass. And Johnson just dropped it.
Lost his concentration.
Shot by Oldham. Pretty.
Bulls within 7.
Boston 101. Chicago Bulls 94. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game. The Bulls are hardly out of it. Johnson in the corner. Those Celtics are just too tough. Timeout called by the Bulls.
Kevin doesn't like what he sees now. Boston 103, Chicago 94. Uh-oh.
Jordan missing.
Oh.
That one was in and caromed out.
That could have broken the back of the Bulls. They're down by 9, 3:16 to go.
Celtics ball. That's Bird with it. And Johnson.
Now they'll gamble, see, and it'll give Boston a lot easier shots. They got a double team.
Johnson again from the corner.
Dennis Johnson with 2 in a row. Not a prolific shooter, but he's stuck those last 2.
11-point lead for the Celtics again now with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the game. Jordan looking to operate. Here he comes.
He'll get it up on the glass.
Basket counts, and he was fouled in the act of shooting as well. You knew he was coming all the way from when he was way outside.
One of the tough things to do in this league is keep up the intensity all year long. Michael might be a little fatigued. He hasn't really tried to do a lot of this until late in the game. Gets the roll there, chance for a 3-point play to bring the Bulls within 8.
105-97 the score with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Johnson all the way, now to Parrish. Nice block by Juwan Oldham. Fast break, 3 on 2. Bailey, good.
Bulls within 6.
105-99.
McHale winching as he got his back hurt on that last play.
2:25 to go in the ball game.
It's a ball game now.
Parrish deep.
Good foul. Good foul by Woolridge. Parrish had the bunny. Woolridge grabbed him. Smart play.
There are 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the game. Boston leads by 6, 105-99.
There's the lob pass by Bird. He sees the whole court. Orlando says, I'm going to make the Chief, Parrish, who's shooting 73% from the line, earn those 2 points.
Here's the first one.
They still count a point when they roll around and go in, don't they?
Well, it rolled around the inside that time.
What's that make him, a 50% shooter?
No, now he's 1,000%, and we'll see how he makes out on this one. Yes, he's 1,000% shooter on the last two.
Boston intelligently putting pressure on. Most people might think that's wrong. They're up by 8 points. They want to make Chicago use time. Time is in Boston's favor.
2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this ball game. Bulls ball. There's Jordan.
Good move by Jordan. Got McHale up in the air.
107-99. Jordan going to the foul line, and Jordan thus far this evening has 20 points.
Let's take a look at it. Jordan in the middle. The stutter, the head fake, McHale up in the air. He takes it up. He'll shoot two. Boy, don't forget, you get to see Michael Jordan play March 1st, the four tops. You got Michael Jordan and the Bulls, instant picture day on March 3rd. You got Michael Jordan March 9th, the Old Timers game. And you got 2 days with the chicken, sponsored by Charm Glow and Michael Jordan and the Bulls. What a treat.
And you've got a 6-point ball game right here. Boston 107, Chicago 101. 1:59 to go. As Dennis Johnson missing. Rebound by McHale. Here they come.
Oldham.
It's 3-on-3 now, 4-on-3. Jordan with it. Jordan shoots. It's a 4-point ball game, 107 to 103.
Jawan Oldham giving life to the Bulls with blocked shots.
1:40 to go in the ball game. Boston leads by 4, 107-103.
Got to play the tough D here, no fouls. Bird wants the ball badly.
There's Bird with it. He forced the shot and he made it.
He thought that one in. He willed it in. Boston 109, Chicago 103.
Here's Larry Bird's last jump shot. You'll see it in just a moment. This is Marty Glickman speaking for Milo Hamilton. There's Dennis Johnson with the ball. He's going to feed Bird, and there's no question about Bird taking this shot.
Well, no, this is the replay, I think. You got Faye Oldham doing a great job blocking shots, which really has brought the life back into the game. You know, block shot is a great defensive play, and Bill Russell, one of the best ever doing it, if not the best. But it also is an offensive play because you see what it creates. It creates a transition game. You block the shot, you keep it in bounds. But you were talking about Larry Bird's last shot. I'm going to tell you something. He willed that into the basket. He called for that ball, clear when it was on the other side, bring it around, look at it. He called for it. He wanted it off balance. Bingo.
There's Michael Jordan.
And Jordan retaliates with a one-hander off the glass, 109-105.
It's still a 4-point ball game, 1:20 to go in the game. Boston 109, Chicago 105, 1:15 to go. Danny Ainge with it.
We're having fun now, huh? Bird again wants the ball.
Parrish. Daly has it.
Oldham again on the block.
It can be a one-bucket ball game. Daly shooting. Bird with the rebound. It's always Bird, the key play on both ends of the floor. Larry Bird, both ends of the floor. 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Boston by 4, 109-105.
Boston will use the clock. 12 on the shot clock, 46 on the main clock.
McHale double team. The basket is good. A remarkable bucket by Kevin McHale.
Well, you knew the Celtics wanted to get the ball down low because you're more apt to get a foul. There's a foul right there. They called it the second foul. McHale off the glass. Greenwood on the foul. That could be it.
111-105. 112-105. 38 seconds to go. And now the Chicago Bulls call for time.
They'll call a 20-second timeout.
35 seconds to go. Over the left side, Jordan has it. A pass over the left side. There's Oldham's shot. The last man out there to take the shot would be Oldham, but he took it from outside. That was a mistake, I thought. 112-105. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Celtics, all they have to do now is kill the clock.
Well, they'll foul now. They'll try to foul.
Ainge over to McHale. Back out to Parrish. And that will do it. Parrish scores. And he was fouled in the act of shooting, and that will do it.
Doesn't make a whole lot of difference at this point. Boston working the ball very nicely. McHale unselfishly to Parrish for a little spinneroo into the hoop. But that wasn't the play. The play was before by McHale.
And Parrish made the foul shot to make it 115-105. 5 seconds to go. Parrish gets it again. All they have to do is hold the ball back there. Here it is to Bird. And Bird shooting even